Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of Galaxy Jams, live from the Starfire Studios. I'm Mike Mahgerefteh. We got Mr. EJ Toudt. We got Mr. Tomas. We got Mr. Nate Sachs. We are so happy to be here, and thank you guys so much for joining us. Let us know in the chat how your day was going. But first, EJ, what did you do today?
What did I do today? I worked today, Michael. That's all I did. I worked on stuff.
Such a hard worker, EJ.
What did you do for lunch?
What did I do for lunch? I had a burger and fries.
From where?
Granby Pizza.
Oh,
is it good?
It was like
Yeah,
that?
it's not bad. It's
good.
like a smash burger. It's not too bad, and their fries are pretty
The
good.
Jack Brown's is right there. Why don't you just go there?
Because the Jack Brown's is a lot smaller, and
It is a lot smaller. I agree with
It's
that.
good. I mean, they got different ones to choose from, but when you're just trying to pick up a burger real quick, it does a trick.
Hey, if you guys are listening to this, I want you to tell us in the chat what you had for lunch today, because I really want.
Mike wants to know, and he's serious about knowing
Yeah, I
too.
He
love
does
talking
this
about
with
it.
everyone.
He's not just saying it. He's not just asking it for you guys to type in the chat. He really wants to know what you had for lunch today. So make put dinner. Kai, what'd you have for lunch?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He ate nothing.
And
Impossible.
He had
Well,
Popeyes for dinner.
I
so
did have
he's
Popeyes
just-
for dinner.
He's
and
just got that.
I
fat-
feel-
Skipped lunch, guys.
I feel very
you know.
terrible right now from eating
You
it.
skipped
so-
lunch, but you ate some rot gut Popeyes.
Oh, yeah.
Always skip lunch,
Did you
never
have the-
skip leg day.
Did you have the chicken sandwich at Popeyes, or did you just have Popeyes
No, I just
fried
had
chicken?
I just have fried chicken.
Oh,
It's pretty good.
yeah, it is.
Mike, at some point, I need you to shill for Guangdong. Talk about it. I just need you to talk
It's really
about
good.
it. Yeah.
Nate, what did you do for lunch?
Oh man, I had this pancit and chicken teriyaki
Ooh.
from the Shell gas station.
The Shell
Oh,
gas station.
no.
What Shell gas station is that? Where is that?
It's off of Granby Street before the Granby Street
That's your
Bridge.
first mistake.
Wait.
No, it was
Are you
great. It
kidding
was
me?
really
They
good.
have food there?
Yeah. There's this Filipino woman cooking up that pancit.
Right by Crackers?
Yeah, right by that
There
Shell
is
station.
Okay, if there's
food
an
coming
actual
out of there?
Filipino
Yeah.
mom doing that or an auntie.
Of course, I find out about this. Nate Snacks. I have to find out where all the good food is.
They have lumpia?
They have lumpia. I have beef and chicken lumpia. The sauce is pretty good. The lumpia I didn't think the lumpia was great, but the pancit with the chicken teriyaki, I mean, for a gas station place, it's really good.
8-Bit Boba.
Kai is
says-
judging me right now.
Oh my God, definitely. 8-Bit Boba says hashtag Team Skip Lunch.
Yeah.
I hate doing that. It makes me feel like shit.
It makes
What-
me feel. I feel like shit right now because of it.
What'd you have, Mike?
I had a bacon and cheese potato soup, and it was really, really good.
Did you get that from the back
Yum.
of the 7-Eleven, like behind 7-Eleven by a dumpster? Is that where you got that?
Yeah.
Straight to toilet.
Hey,
Straight
come
to
on.
toilet, straight to dumpster.
Yeah.
In the Walmart self-checkout,
You're right.
like the soup that they have
no.
there. That's really good soup.
All right. Well, we are so excited that you guys are here watching us, and so we're going to get to some music.
What's up, Sal? Sal99798. Thank you for showing up.
Hey,
8-Bit
Sal.
Boba, thank you for showing up.
Bisco
Orbit.
It's
Bisco Orbit. Yes.
Was he here? He was with us before, wasn't
Yes,
he?
he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
He was doing
welcome back.
reacts
Yeah,
with
he's
us too.
coming out.
He's the one that suggested that Papadosio song. That was very
think
cool.
I'm gonna listen to that whole thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
He asked, who we were from the Papadosio show when we played with them.
Yeah,
Team
yeah.
Anders
Yeah,
says,
Galaxy
"Let's get
Dynamite,
it,
baby."
We're gonna effing go, bro. I'm fucking ready. Let's go."
Let's do it, huh? Well, all right.
That was a cool first jam.
That was the
awesome.
first jam. Got the first jam out the way.
Yeah.
Pierce Clayton says quality slapping jams as always. Rachel Lerner 1989 is in here with us. What's going on?
What's going on, Rachel?
Yeah, T Mandariz. Let's get it. He said that
Biscorbit
beforehand.
says, I'm back. We're back
Biscorbit,
too.
where'd you go, Biscorbit?
He went around the Bisco orbit
He did go around the Bisco orbit.
with us. Thank you for joining us on Galaxy Jams.
Yeah.
That was a good first jam. I liked it.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
It reminded me a little bit of like some Umphreys at the end or something. I don't know. All the stuff I like.
You got a cool new pedal down there.
Yeah.
What you got?
What do you got? What do you got down there?
It's called the Super Ego by EHX Electro Harmonics. So basically, it's a synth engine that can act as your floor sound. Like it has different modes, so you can have it like latch onto a chord that you're doing. And I have some other pedals that do a similar thing, but this one has its own kind of spice to it.
Is this it right here?
That's it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
look at that. It's pretty.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of knobs either, which is cool. I mean, it has the switch in the middle that changes modes. Like on the left, it's latch, and that means every single time I press the pedal, it'll latch until I double press the pedal. But I have it on auto, so it's grabbing every note I play right now, and then it'll kind of like do a gliss in between them when you turn up the gliss. So.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always wanted one, and then it showed up in the case at Guitar Center, and I worked there, so I had to get it. You know, I was just like, this has been on my list for a long time. It's not a new pedal or anything. It's an older pedal.
It'd be too tempting. Right there.
Yeah, so I use my gear rewards too. For any of you out there that shop at Guitar Center, get the gear rewards because it's you get free money out of it basically. So check that out. This is a Guitar Center commercial now.
Dude, we should totally get Guitar Center to sponsor this
Yeah.
by giving
That
us
would be
like a link
awesome.
that people can buy cheaper gear if they give us the link, right?
Hey, you
Yeah,
know,
it'd be like Galaxy Jam 20 if you put it in the
No, we could. I'm sure if you talk to your boss,
musician's friend maybe. That would be cool.
Sweetwater.
Sweetwater.
Yeah,
Water
right.
would be
That's
good.
what I'm
Re-
saying,
maybe
the same
Reverb.
kind of thing.
Sounds.com would be good too.
If we have any musicians in the chat, where do you order your stuff from? Where do you go get your gear?
Yeah.
Just a little question. We
I got a lot
for
of
you.
mine off of Reverb.
yeah,
yeah.
I like reverb.
Oh yeah, the
That's where I
resell
got
on there.
this.
Biscorbit said he had to switch from phone to TV.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
definitely have to.
Yeah, you see, because the beautiful thing about our channel, Biscorbit, is that we're jamming out in super high quality. So you need like the best, earbuds,
Yeah.
and you get all that juiciness for sure.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And also, Biscorbit, if you like what we just played, go on our Bandcamp in a couple days, and we
It'll
will
be
be
there.
publishing that whole jam and the next one too. But first, before we jam, I want to have a quick conversation about
Oh.
video games.
Video
Oh.
games.
Yeah, let's do it. So, if you're reading this in the chat, I want you to put what your favorite video game that you're playing right now, like what's like the game that you're currently into. And Nate, why don't you talk about the game that you're currently into?
I only play like one game now, and it's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
And that is
What could it be?
drum roll. No, that is Fortnite.
Fortnite. We like Fortnite. We like Fortnite. We
And-
like Fortnite.
And hear me out, guys. It's just fun. Like I like to customize my characters. I play with my friends. You know, I mean, you get all the skins, and I don't know. It's great. I used to play a lot of other video games, but now that's basically all I play when I get on because I don't get to get on a lot. So
Right.
yeah. What do you play, Mike?
I've actually been really enjoying playing this game called Hollow Knight, and I guess it's like a kind of an older game. It's won a ton of awards. Essentially, it's like a Metroidvania, which is like a 2D side scroller, like hack and slash. But like there's like a big map, and there's a lot of places that you can't go, and over time you unlock different powers, unlocks different parts of the map. Essentially like that, but it's super gorgeously done, really polished. I just played the newest Metroid before that, and I was so disappointed. I think it's such a terrible game, especially when you see that game that's like built by independent developer, and it's they really do a good job. I'm really enjoying it.
Very cool. How about you, Kai? What are you doing?
So I just started playing Elden. I'm just joking. I'm not playing Elden.
Elden Ring.
No.
I was thinking
I know
about
we're
getting
gonna-
that actually.
I don't hate myself enough to play that.
I wanted to see it. I mean, it looks like a beautiful game, kind of. You
It's
know,
a very pretty game.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
time consuming.
It's not just that, you just die a lot.
I actually downloaded that and,
For a masochist.
and tried it. And I'm a huge fan of Skyrim, but I like
love
Skyrim
Skyrim.
because you get to go into towns, you talk with people, and you don't get to do that. I mean, there are people that you can talk to.
You don't
but
get
it's
to do
you
that
don't
in
get
this?
to go-
You
No,
just fight stuff. That's like the
You just
whole
fight
thing,
stuff.
right?
It's kind of
Yeah.
that same game over and over again.
And I'm also a huge Skyrim fan. I modded the hell out
Me
of
too.
it. And everything. It's really good. And I was asking a friend of ours, I was like, so what do you do in Elden Ring? And he was
Right.
like, and I was like, fight stuff. And he was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
And then you buy stuff, and you fight some stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be more Skyrim like
Me too.
you do get to customize your character, but not very much.
No,
I don't
it's just-
know.
It's not the same. It's not.
I liked how that game, like, what was it, the hacker game, like 2077?
Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk was good.
Yeah, like you could change your dick size on that one.
Yeah, but there's only like 3. And like you were supposed to be able to like
there really
I
are
thought-
only 3 dick sizes,
I found
I
it
think.
very limiting when I was choosing my dick size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like it didn't accurately represent me, and so I want to be represented.
There
in
wasn't a
this
small
game.
enough.
I
set.
ended up just not buying the game because of that.
Oh, really?
No, I did. I played Cyber.
I bought it because of that.
So apparently, the new update on Cyber. I haven't played it in a while, but the new update completely like revamped the game, and it's like
Really?
even better than it was. Like,
I might have to start playing it.
It was a
again.
cool game. I started it, but I just got to this point where I like kept doing too much bad shit,
Right.
Accidentally,
I was doing a lot of
like
bad shit.
accidentally, and then like all of a sudden, every time I loaded, I was being chased by somebody.
yeah,
Right.
everybody wanted you dead.
And I couldn't figure it out, like how to go back, and I'm like, I guess I just got to start the game over
Just trying to teach you to be a good boy.
with a bigger dick next time. I play.
in all seriousness, the game I actually did start playing recently, and I didn't think it would be as fun as it was, but Mario Kart on Switch.
Ah.
It's actually really fun.
I like Mario Kart.
Skyland says, "I love Fortnite."
Yeah.
Yes, we love Fortnite. It's
Morgan
so fun.
Rose 13 says, "Well, hello."
Almost hype train.
Yeah, almost hype Jane. Don't worry, we're gonna get almost back into it. But first, EJ's got to talk about his favorite game.
Oh, you know what it is.
Tell me, Corporal Jarvis.
Yes. I'm way deep into Hell Let Loose, and it's all I play. It's all I really want to play.
What's it called?
Hell Let Loose.
Hell Let Loose.
Let
World War II
Loose.
online shooter.
It's like a military sim.
Yeah, it's like a World War II.
I've
military
never heard of
sim.
that.
It's actually really good. I got it as well.
It's
pretty good.
It's real. I'm not gonna say realistic, but as realistic as it gets with video games. You get shot once and you're dead, basically.
Oh my God, Morgan Rose subscribed. Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. We really appreciate it, Morgan.
You're the
Rose.
best, Morgan. We
And
love you.
Skyland gifted a tier 1 sub to Oximus Prime.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Very cool.
That's
Thank
so
you guys.
We're really getting into the Twitch spirit here. We love y'all for that.
Morgan Rose 13 says, "It's me from work, by the way, Mike." Hey.
So anyway, Hell Let Loose is World War II. It's got Russians in it. It's got Germans and
Do we
Americans.
get to kill the
Yeah, you get to-
Russians?
You get to kill and be the Russians, so it kind of
Oh,
switches
okay.
off. But it's World War II, and they're going to be going and putting in British stuff soon, and going to be doing Japanese.
So there's some
and
DLC.
There's lots of that coming up, and you don't pay for it. It kind of just is the game's under development.
That's
constantly.
nice.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
And it's really cool because most people talk in it, and everybody follows basically a commander in the
They
game.
role play
Do you have
too.
some pen pals from it?
I have actually. I'm part of a gaming clan, 7th Cavalry.
Sounds really
So
serious.
that's the
Yeah,
only
we-
reason why the show's not on Wednesdays is because that's when
That's
EJ
when we
does-
have squad practice.
EJ was like, I can do any day but
Any
Wednesday.
day but Wednesday night. I got
And I'm
squad
like,
practice.
Wednesday it is.
That makes perfect sense.
But we play like other clans and stuff from Europe and South America and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
I can just imagine EJ like coordinating room clearing drills and stuff in the.
He's doing
I mean, I'm a
that,
fire
though.
team leader, so on my squad. So I'm not I don't really want to be the squad leader nor assistant squad leader. I'm a fire team leader of like 4 or 5 guys. Yeah. So, but it's going around doing that and setting up stuff and making sure we have points to come in and doing like the 7-man thing where you basically rotate through squads, so that you have one person going up and sneaking up, putting in a really, really close like entry point, and then everybody goes into that squad and goes in and gives them hell. It's fun.
And
It's
hell is let loose.
Hell is let loose, and the visuals and the graphics and the explosions and stuff are deafening, and it's really, really crazy. The surround sound in it's crazy, and you hear people coming up behind you and stuff, and you can kind of tell they're coming up from right-hand side. And
Do you have like a nice surround sound system?
I have good headphones, yeah.
You use headphones, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
So
I like that kind
everybody's
of experience.
talking, and everybody's like doing different roles, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
And they don't allow they only allow like 2 snipers in the whole entire game.
in Fortnite you can be a hot dog. So
Hey, you
just
know,
letting you know.
I also heard you can be a dancing hot dog.
yeah,
in Fortnite.
exactly. Well, everyone's dancing. That's the best part about it.
You go out there and shoot and dance.
Yeah, like you're like saying all this intense stuff. Where like we have meetups and we're going in from the back. Charlie's in the bush and all this stuff. And I'm like, I can be a hot dog.
I've never said Charlie's in the bush. Morgan Rose 13 said, "You ever play Kingdom Hearts?"
I played the first one and I loved it, and I played the second one but don't remember it, and I heard the third one's not very good.
Oh, I've not. Heard
Kingdom Hearts. I played for a little bit. It's pretty addictive. I like the whole like
Disney Squaresoft.
I like having all the powers kind of from Final Fantasy, that kind of game. I don't know. I don't know how to talk about games like Mike does, but basically, you have all the different powers that are good against different enemies, and then you get to use Goofy to like make a tornado at some enemies or whatever. It's pretty dope. I liked it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've never seen that. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I actually liked it a lot. I was on the third one, but you have to like fly around in a spaceship to get to certain
The gummy ship.
the gummy ship, and that was the part that kind of was like really hard because there'd be actually like bosses in between the new places.
Right.
So you have to be good at the gummy ship part, and I wasn't. So I need to reopen that game.
You'd be better at it if it was the Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah, the Sour Patch ship.
Yeah, Sour Patch Ship.
One of the best
That would've been
games
better.
I have ever played, and I just don't have it because I don't have a PS5, is Ghosts of Tsushima. And if you get a chance to play that game, it's not just because I like Japanese stuff. It's just an amazing, amazing, beautiful game.
I went to a sushi place called Ghosts of Sashimi. I could barely say that.
Ghost of Sashimi.
These Ghosts of... Oh, God, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Ghosts of Sashimi.
Can you guys say Ghosts of Sashimi?
Ghosts
Ghost
of
of
Sashimi.
Sashimi.
You're the only one. Nate.
I'm terrible at it for some reason.
Morgan Rose 13 says, that's my all-time favorite series, talking about Kingdom Hearts. I grew up on it as well as Fable.
Fable's
I
great.
heard they're making a
Fable's
new
classic.
one.
I never
Yeah.
played Fable. That's kind of like Skyrim, right? A little bit.
It's kind of
More
Oh, it's third
linear,
person.
way
Yeah.
more linear.
Yeah.
Yeah, way more linear. So all good games.
Speaking of linear, you guys ready to get into some non-linear jams?
That
Sure.
segue.
That
God
segue,
damn.
man. Solid gold.
Yeah, we should do. Okay, I have. Listen. The BPM is 134. We're gonna do a Hunt's EDM jam. Okay. Cool. So, do you want me to start by doing the hi hat and then EJ going with the bass? Sure. All right. So.
What a fade out.
Ooh, and that little fade out there.
It was fun.
Live fade outs are hard. Live fade outs are hard.
Very much hard.
One time I saw Dave Matthews Band just totally subtly fade out. I've seen them doing it a few times actually. They fade out like no other band. And Fish can kind of do a nice They do a lot of fades, you know.
They can.
They can.
What if they have
kinda-
people actually fading them out too? That'd be nice.
No, but they do this thing where they'll be playing and then they'll literally just kind of like, yeah, and then just jump into a new song.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
They'll be like, hey, like back 10 years ago, we would have jammed for 20 minutes, but
That's right.
Let's
Now
go right to the
Rose
next
says
song.
type 2s. That's correct. The thing about that is that I love that they do is they'll break it down and get slower and slower, but they'll also fade out, but they'll get slower and slower to the point where they're just playing like bump, bump,
Yeah.
bump,
It's very sparse.
bump. They're still doing the pattern, but it's like
Right.
4 beats in between every note. It's pretty cool. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining us here in Galaxy Jams. We love having you. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m. we are here doing improv jams. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes we have a guest. Last week we had a guest.
Danny Jam.
Danny Jams.
it was a
Man,
good time.
That was a great session.
He really brought it. I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He was awesome, too. Very, very cool guy.
You
And
know-
so we do this, and we also do Galaxy Jams Reacts, which is us listening to tunes, watching videos, and kind of talking about it, what we feel about the songs and stuff, and kind of introducing ourselves and you all to new music. Also old music that you might not have heard of, or maybe you've heard of it and you love it. But we also take requests for that, too. We did requests last time. It was a cool Papadosio song, and we do appreciate
Oh, yeah.
that.
We liked
so.
that one. That was really good.
it was.
If you want to go on our Galaxy Jams fan page, you can message us in there some requests, or you can put it in the bottom of any of the Galaxy Jams Reacts YouTubes that we have out there. We put them out on YouTube in our archive, and you can comment on there and leave some great comments and also some great suggestions, and we'll take those into consideration. Nate, you were holding up
Yeah,
one of our
what's
new
up with that
stickers.
Yep.
Don't be shy.
We got that. They're holographic.
Why don't we all hold one up, everybody? Mike, do you have one?
Here, let me give Mike
Oh.
one.
This one to Mike.
I'll hold up two.
Oh, no.
One for Mike.
So close.
One's upside down. You can put them upside down if you want, or right side up.
Yeah.
You can do whatever
gotta
you
join
want.
the club, guys. You got to get one, too.
Look how much better my camera is when you can't see me.
Look how reflective those are.
Love
It's so
it.
cool.
Yeah, so speaking of Danny Jams, I'm kind of hungry. You guys ready to do a snack?
Is it time?
For
Is it
snack
Is it time?
attack?
Is it time?
I think Nate Snacks is right around the corner. What do you think, EJ?
I think that you might be right.
It's a Nate snack attack, snack attack.
Candy,
It's a Nate snack attack, snack attack.
tasty,
It's a Nate snack attack, snack attack.
My tummy hurts.
oh no,
It's a Nate snack attack, snack attack.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, we're in here. We got
That's
some
your
guests in here
microphone,
today, too.
guys. That's your microphone.
But we're gonna
so-
have to angle
Move this over a little
Kai's
bit.
camera. Yeah, go over there by Kai. Just you slide in there.
All right, we have some guests, and
Watch your feet.
I never get tired of that theme song. I'm just gonna say it.
Which theme song?
Natalie,
Tilt
Mike's,
it up so you can see.
Mike's
them. Oh,
sister
okay.
said, "LOL, this song."
Oh yeah, what song is that?
Natalie's in the chat.
What song you talking about?
Nate Sack snack attack. It's a Nate Sack snack attack, snack attack.
candy,
It's a Nate Sack snack attack, snack attack.
tasty,
It's a Nate Sack snack attack, snack attack.
My tummy hurts.
oh no,
It's a Nate Sack snack attack, snack attack.
Oh, there we go. We're
Gets
back
old.
again.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my chair a
Wow.
little too.
All right, so today on Nate Snacks Snack Attack, we got some Asian snacks, a mystery bag of Asian snacks from the market. This first one was actually a gift from Megan, and Megan's gonna be in here, and Megan and Aaron are gonna try it as well. The
Say
first-
hello.
Yeah, say hello.
Say hello.
Hello. We are here.
There's not a lot of room in here, as y'all can see, but
We are chilling.
anyways, we have these Lay's, flowery something. I don't know. Let's see what
Sakura?
it
Is that
says here.
Sakura?
Sweet and sour rose flavor.
Ooh,
Is what it says.
that's
Sweet
cool.
and sour rose.
Natalie
flavored
Rose. That's right up your
Lay's.
alley.
Natalie Rose.
Natalie
She
Yeah.
wonders if it
Rose.
has crickets in it.
No, we don't have the crickets
I wouldn't be
this
surprised.
time,
It
but
probably
we
has,
have some weird stuff.
probably has fish in it.
Oh, this is interesting. When you open it, it actually has a sleeve. Pringles.
That
Come
means it's
on.
very fishy flavored.
You have to. Pringles needs to get on this. You know.
That's pretty
because
cool.
that means that you don't have to like fish out the last few.
See, you said fish.
Oh. All right. So let me pass these around.
Ooh.
Shout
He's-
out to my brother who got them for me.
Nice.
Oh.
They're a little
Are they
broken,
dusty?
some of them, but you can see they're speckled, kind of red. I'm gonna take a couple, pass them to Mike.
So this is called sour rose.
Sweet and sour rose flavor.
Wow,
sour.
they really smell like rose water.
That's cool.
Cassie, this is something you're probably gonna like.
My dad puts rose water and saffron and rice to make it Persian.
Yeah,
so this
rose
reminds me.
rose water's in Persian cooking and some Asian cooking, mostly Middle Eastern.
How does one make rose water? Is it just
You
literally
take roses and put it in water?
That's it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just guessing.
Yeah, it's an essence of rose. They basically with flavor, they'll cook it down, they'll reduce it.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
that
that smells pretty.
Yeah, I want to smell it.
Yeah, it does. It smells like
Roses.
Ooh,
It smells like roses. It smells like some like girl's perfume that I would like. I'd be like, "Oh, you smell nice," you know.
These roses aren't free though. You gotta
They
buy them
taste
in the
really
store.
good. It's like sweet. It's
Ooh.
like a dessert chip.
Yeah, you get the sweet.
Initially, and then it's got a weird. It's got a weird.
kinda tastes like
perfumey
bath soap.
aftertaste.
It does have a perfumey.
It smells.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, potpourri. Potpourri. Aaron called it.
Potpourri.
Yeah, if you get a couple at a time, you get the sweet and sour,
You know.
but then it just goes straight floral, and Nady no likey.
I like it.
I think it's pretty good. It's unique.
It's definitely unique, but I don't know, man. It's like
I'll eat a flower.
like you said, some flour, some potpourri.
I'd literally never eat it again.
I'm on the fence.
I'm
yeah.
with Mike. I would eat it. I like it as a thing that we just ate. That's cool, but never again.
You imagine having some of those. You have like some flowers out, and you're eating those, and all of a sudden you run out. You just keep eating.
Get
flowers.
really romantic with it. You know, you like lay those out on the bed for your lover.
crunch, crunch. It feels so gritty.
We're gonna keep it crunchy
I hope that doesn't happen.
with
Ooh.
Daikichi wheat crackers.
I'm all about it.
I've had these actually before, so this is for you guys to try. I actually like them. They're hot and spicy flavor,
Spicy.
but
Nay, it's spicy to me.
here they're kind of like they look like they'd be
spice.
in like a mix bag, like in like like if
They,
you were making.
they
a
look
mix.
like there's hardly any in the bag.
I know.
There's actually a good amount.
Really? It looked like it was.
Yeah, it
nothing
looked
in
like it
there.
was like a quarter full.
No, it's because they're long. It's because they're long.
Is
See?
it like potato sticks?
Yeah, they're like long, kind of. They're like little crispy noodles, kind of.
Okay.
This is a popular kind of snack with Indian food as well. Indian
Is it?
snacks. Nate, did
It's
you
like
know,
it's like food that's like at a bar, like at the actual
Nate,
bar.
did you know that there's a whole Indian store like like off Military Circle that has like all crazy different kind of snacks?
No, but we'll have to go and check it out.
Definitely.
There's also an Indian store over by Pembroke Mall. It's pretty good.
I like these. I already liked them before I brought it in. They really do have a kick to them. They're addictive.
What
They
is
actually are
everybody-
kind of like those noodles,
Right, like ramen
Yeah.
noodles
Yeah.
or crispy.
like the crispy, like
what are they called? I don't-
yeah. I don't want to call them the wrong thing.
Yeah, chow mein, crispy.
Yeah.
Something like that, but it's like
Like
this
chow
fried-
mein noodles.
This is
These
gonna
are
be
good.
this is gonna be a pretty good amount of snacks. We have a good amount of people in here. We'll keep it going.
All right, what do
This
you got
is all
next?
for Twitch. You guys want to see it?
Ew.
Okay, so
I already know I probably don't like that.
it
looks
doesn't even
good.
have a translation on the bag, but I'm gathering that it's like a rice snack, like a little crispy rice snack
Some eggs,
that is salted egg flavored, because that's a thing
I'm all about
in
it.
Asia. So,
and it looks like it has
Let's
the
see what they
seaweed
are.
in it. Looks like it has the seaweed.
and at the end we'll like kind of rate all of them.
I really like that last
Oh,
one.
these are individually
excited
wrapped,
about this.
which I don't really like that, but maybe to keep freshness, you know.
Keep freshness, destroy the
But-
earth.
Yeah, destroy the earth. Mike, here's your.
Earth destroying
Ooh,
snack.
Thank you, Daddy.
this bag has a very strong odor to it.
Oh no! She says Skyland is like it's EJ's favorite. That means it's fishy, which
Here.
is not my favorite.
I'm like, this
Here,
looks like
um,
maggots, kind of. Like I'm like terrified right now.
You got to take
Guy.
this snack from me. I know you're doing something there, but got to pass that way.
Oh, they wanted to hold the microphone closer.
That's cute.
I don't have one yet.
They're all individually
Smelly
wrapped.
pie.
All right, so I'm going to open up one. It's like crispy rice. Be careful in here because it's kind of...
Look like Rice Krispie
It's
treats.
more that I just
Yeah.
told you that.
From hell.
Oh, God.
By the
No.
smell of it, I know I'm gonna like it because it's good.
Y'all saw me catch that with my pelvis. Okay. They smell kind of eggy. And
Did you guys know that Nate was the pelvis catching champion in
It's really good.
it's in that small town he used to live in Tchotchke, Indiana.
Euclid.
If you
Euclid,
take-
Indiana.
If you take ramen noodle packets, the dry ones, put seasoning on it, and make them better, that's what it tastes like to me.
But you do get an egginess that I think a lot of people might not like. But I like it. I think it's good. It tastes
I like it.
really savory and rich.
It tastes like fish food for people.
That's a very unique
That's very
flavored
accurate, Mike.
snack. I like that a lot.
It's very umami.
It tastes kind of like the crumbly little parts of
I
an
can't even get
omelet.
it out. It's like just falling apart.
Yeah, I had to like shimmy it out.
To me, it tastes like the crumbly parts of like an omelet that get burnt on the side of the pan, but in a good way. So I'm gonna eat another one.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't see the green stuff that's in the picture though.
It's kind of in there. Oh yeah, this one has it. See, that has the
Not
green.
like the picture.
Not like
No.
the picture. No, the picture is a little bit more green.
A little bit more green. Looks like it has weed in
That's
it.
basically a salad. It does look like weed. All right. Okay, let's keep it going.
What we got? It better not be another.
Cheese ring.
Better not be another maggot chip.
Cheese flavored snacks. These have like cute little characters on them. And there was a guy and a girl bag. I got the guy bag.
Is that Mega Man?
I don't know.
I think it is. Isn't
It's-
it? No.
It's
like-
somebody popular, I'm sure.
It's like
cheese ring.
Dollar
Man.
General Mega Man.
These are made in the Philippines. We know we haven't had a lot of luck on the show
Astro
with
Boy?
the Filipino stuff.
That's made in the Philippines.
By Regent Snacks.
All right, we're gonna see what it looks like when you open this up. I'll do a close up on you.
Looks like they've got a heavy duty bag.
man. They're Nate proof.
Man.
We need to get his
Oh, no, I
face
got it, I got it.
opening that. We
Oh,
have
there
to
you
get.
go.
I got it. There was a little thing
Here
there.
you go. Let's see what it looks like in the bag. Oh, cheese puffs. Oh, little like kind of
Little
like cheese
Kind
Funyuns.
of Funyuns, yeah.
How Funyun.
Okay. This is the first Filipino snack we've had that the bag doesn't smell like pure trash. So,
That's good.
like the other ones, like it was just regular corn chips we had before, and they smelled like, insulation or something.
They're like cheesy curls that I'm used to, except they're a bit tougher and they don't have as much of a taste to it.
I disagree. I think they're sweet. You don't expect them to be sweet. Pass them around. They're actually kind of sweet for a cheese flavored thing, and I like them.
Look like big Cheerios.
I'm not mad at that.
It's pretty good. You like it?
It's sweeter than your average like Cheeto kind of thing.
I like it.
I think it's very addictive.
I could see myself down in a whole bag of this.
Aaron, what do you think?
You're not saying it in there.
We're getting so close to the end. We have
I
a
like
few
them
more
all
items.
so far, so
Awesome.
I'm gonna keep it
Let
going.
me have.
This is the Filipino.
Let me have more.
This
please,
is also
sir.
Filipino
Please,
piados.
sir. Let me have another.
So these are piados from the Philippines, and I like how they're.
Uh-oh.
I like how they kind of
No.
look like. They look like
No.
American food or something.
What does it say up the top there?
Jack and Jill?
Yeah. Remember the
Yeah,
last Jack and Jill?
Yeah,
snack
Jack
we
and
had?
Jill. We haven't had luck with.
Jack
so.
and Jill normally makes pretty alright
This is
stuff.
the one where
It was
no,
just that one
where it smells funky.
Yeah, I don't know something. I feel like the Jack and Jill factory has to be like bubbling over with like green toxic waste.
Yes.
Or something. Like I'm just imagining their factory is not up to code because every time I open a bag of their chips, I smell like plastic or something.
You get a fart in every bag of chips.
Yeah, there's just like a guy on the
We don't
line.
see that advertisement, so we don't know.
He's the guy that farts into the bag. He's like, it's a living.
It is a living.
I think it tastes great.
Okay.
Y'all sleeping on Jack and Jill? Too
No,
much?
I like Piatos. I've had them before. And these, I think they got the flavor pretty close.
Oh, these are good.
They're just normal potato chips. Is that what?
They're like crisp.
They're sour cream and onion, but
Like
they're-
Pringles.
Yeah, they're kind of like Pringles, but it's like in a bag.
There's another chip that I've had that's kind of like this too.
There's a Ritz kind of cracker that looks like. This.
Yeah,
They're yummy.
they're good.
These are good.
All right, 2 more snacks. I'm sorry. This is one of the longest snack ones ever.
All right.
It's only been 14 minutes.
Oh, it's only been 14 minutes? I still feel like this is a long one. We're being efficient.
What do you got there?
So this is also from the Philippines.
Some more Jack and Jill.
Some more Jack and Jill. We're giving them another chance. They're almost at redemption. These are called Nova, and they're a multi-grain snack, country cheddar flavor. I think they're kind of like sun chips.
Yeah,
they
sun
look like
chips.
sun
You
chips.
see the texture there? It looks like sun chips.
I think Jack and Jill's stealing stuff from people. What?
Yeah. Yeah, countryside cheddar. I like city cheddar too. you know?
Yeah. Right.
I like-
right.
I like
Let's
that
not
trailer
get
park
some-
cheddar.
That's some cheese whiz.
These smell like that plasticky smell. Jack and Jill, you gotta get your factory up to
you
code.
say-
I don't know.
Trailer Park Cheddar
Yeah,
was
Trailer
Cheese
Park.
Whiz.
That checks out. We hope you're enjoying this at home. Let us know your favorite snacks or a weird one that you've had
Yeah.
in the chat.
Let us know if you know of any that you would want to see us try.
So
Okay,
these
that's
are exactly like I thought. They're like sun chips. They're called Nova, which is kind of close. Like, you know what I mean? They could have called it like Solar or something.
Right.
Chips.
Solar chips.
Keep the good chips over here.
It's not bad.
We're in the good chips club.
They're in the good chips lollipop.
I like those better than the
Yeah.
Piatos.
Really?
Yeah,
They're pretty good.
because it gives me that sun chip experience, which I like.
I really love sun chips.
Ooh.
I
These
like
look
the
nice.
piatas more.
Yeah, I like the Piatas more.
I would
That's okay.
eat that. You know, I would buy it and have it with like a sandwich.
I like
In a
these.
sandwich?
Yeah.
In
They'd
a
be
sandwich
really-
would be good.
They'd be really good on a bologna sandwich with some mayo.
I think these are good though too.
Yeah, and some tomato.
That'd be good.
Just slap it on the bread.
Last snack.
Last snack.
I saved the weirdest one for last, and the one that EJ is gonna love the most.
It has fish in it, probably.
It does. It is called Squid Seafood Snack
I just died. I just
Oh
literally,
God.
by Bento.
literally died inside.
I love that little
EJ's
squid.
dying.
He's like, this is spicy. I'm spicy. I
I
guess he
can
tried.
actually translate. It's gonna be like EJ is gonna throw this up.
I like how they have the squid that's like, this is spicy. Like it tried a piece of itself at some point.
Look at his eyes. It's like
Cannibalism.
dying. Look at his eyes.
Yeah, it's not
He's
happening.
dead inside.
It's like,
All right.
Who here has had squid snacks like this before?
I actually
have.
haven't.
That's why I know I don't like them.
Okay.
I don't think I've had a dried squid snack
They're-
like this.
I like them. I just want to see.
Maybe.
I feel like it's gonna be really good because I kind of like fishy stuff. It
Not as much as EJ, but
no, not as much as EJ.
I literally don't know, man.
And they're individually wrapped. It looks like seaweed,
yeah.
seaweed stuff.
No.
EJ's like, why do I come on this show?
Here, pass the. They're individually wrapped. It looks kind of like seaweed snacks, or I feel like that's gonna be the experience here.
It looks like some weird like underground club drug that I've never heard of.
Oh my god, it's really softer than I thought, but it does have a crunch to it. It does have a little crunch to it.
This looks like cursed seaweed squares.
Oh, it does have a kick to it. I will tell you that.
It's like cuttlefish jerky. That's what it looks like.
Oh my god, it's spicy,
sorry.
guys.
There's none left. Yeah.
Oh,
There's none left? Does somebody want mine?
No, EJ, you have to try it, but
Try it, EJ.
I'll give you a piece.
Oh my God! It
Here, give her
smells
a
so
piece.
bad.
I didn't bite off of that.
It smells so bad.
Okay, here we'll.
I-
this in. Oh,
I don't really mind it. Yeah, it's a little sticky.
it's sticky. You want some sticky squid stuff?
Don't touch your eye after this, like I just did.
Oh, got it. It smells like a butthole. It's like
It's
a
not bad.
fishy butthole.
Zoom in on EJ's face, guy said. While
The
he's
problem is they
Okay,
want
it does
you-
smell strong.
it tastes strong. It is very
I like
strong.
the taste. It's
If
good.
you like cut it into thin strips and then put it in a bowl of ramen, I think that would be
I
good.
agree, Mike.
Oh yeah,
About to say the same exact thing.
I feel like that's what you're supposed to do with it because
That's
eating
strong. Wow.
eating like a full bite of it
I need
is
a mint.
very
Cleansing.
All right.
Me too.
it
Just
cleanses me out.
because for you guys, ready?
Come on, EJ.
It's like really so bad, honestly. It's
It is disgusting, man.
These kind of helped after. You want some of the other chips?
Somebody said squiddly diddly's poop.
It's really
The
hot. But that's the
Scorbit
only
said
thing that's
that.
saving it is it's hot.
It's making my nose run. My
making
nose
you-
was already
it's making
running.
your nose poop.
Yeah, my nose was already running from like pollen and stuff earlier. It's definitely cleared me out.
This will taste it.
It's weird though. I like it.
I
right?
like it. I mean,
Kai and I like it.
grew up
So
on
take
stuff like
another
that.
bite then.
I like the
I
spicy.
ate the whole thing.
I ate the whole thing.
like
Do you want mine? I don't want mine.
I like the spicy.
I'll eat
bit.
yours. Yeah, I'll eat yours. It's
Oh,
a little
this
too
is
spicy.
bad, man. Why do they have to eat stuff like that?
I'm gonna save it for later, but
It's, each piece is like vacuum sealed.
it's a little too spicy. That I will say. It's not
I don't
for
mind
the
the
faint.
spicy.
The weebs will
the
eat it.
squid snack.
The squid snack.
You
I
wait-
thought
you
were
wait.
supposed to eat just like one layer at a time.
You're just not supposed to. You're supposed to just place it in the toilet. Put it right and let it watch it float around, pretend it's alive. Throw some like piatos at it. Got to feed the turd and flush that shit.
It's literally like fish food. Truly.
Yeah,
It is. It's
Truly.
like
Smell
fish
like
food.
fish food.
It smells exactly like fish.
I didn't mind
But
it.
with the spice.
The spice is good though. It's nice and spicy.
I must be.
Spice.
I like spice. It's the only thing that saved it for me. It's the only thing that kept it out of the gutter.
I must be from the sea. You know, like straight up. Like I did used to go in the water in the ocean at a very young age and just take big gulps of seawater.
So that's what happened.
I think that's what happened during my upbringing, and that's why
His
I have
formative
encephalitis.
Nate, Nate, have you ever had sea urchin before?
Yeah,
I didn't
uni.
like- I
uni.
did not like
Because it
it.
tastes like straight, like like
It tastes like-
ocean water to me.
I did not.
It either
like
tastes sweet and like ocean water, or it tases like Band-Aids, like old Band-Aids.
That's what I thought. I thought it tasted like iodine.
like iodine.
It was disgusting.
because it does have
Sea urchin's not
iodine in
good.
it.
I did
it
not
does.
like it.
I didn't like
I thought it was just the kind that I had because I was going to try it again. Uni we're talking about. Because I knew
Yes.
that they like the guy was like, "This has been packed in cedar and shipped straight from Tokyo." I was going to
Oh
put
my
it straight in the
God.
toilet. It's terrible.
We got to do a recap now,
Okay.
and we'll go back to the top, which was the sweet and sour rose. The sweet and sour rose chips. I would give those.
You gotta hit him with the scale first.
I know
Scales from 1 to
1 to 10.
Okay.
And then a rookie score is even. I do an extreme score. You have to do a point something, you
Okay.
know. And basically, I do it from the gut, but also I have like kind of a way that I do it. If I'm gonna travel for it, it's got to be above like an 8 or a 7 or an 8. If I'm gonna actually travel for it, I've explained this before, but below 6 is bad. Anything below 6, I won't get again. But if you're in the 5 to 6 range, you know,
I mean, it's edible in there.
it's edible. Okay, I'm gonna say this is a 3.8.
Gosh dang.
Yeah, I'd give it that too.
I was thinking like a 4.2.
I'd give it
A
that.
little bit. yeah.
little
Four for me.
I didn't hate it.
So we're close.
Yeah.
The aftertaste was not the best.
That's what killed me was
Yeah.
the potpourri after.
And
that.
I think the quality of the chip is like weird. It tastes like cardboard or something.
Kinda.
That's
Little
the
crumble.
problem I have with it.
The
you
chip,
know. Oh, go ahead.
the chip tasted like a New York club bathroom.
the what? Which one?
The one I went to where there was a guy in there that had like perfume, and you'd pay him, you'd give him $1, and he'd give you like condoms.
A spritz.
Oh
I
no.
love it.
Hey,
I
Fritz.
give it a
But-
4.5.
4.5. What about you, Aaron?
The rose chips.
For the rose.
The rose
We're eating
chips.
the good
I would say.
4.7.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would
okay, a
say
little
for
bit
its
higher.
uniqueness, it was definitely unique.
That's why I gave it a 4.2.
Yeah.
I like flour flavored stuff.
I wasn't
though,
as
so.
stoked on it. If I bought it looking for flavor, I'd be upset. But if I bought it just because it's cool, yeah, that's fine. You know, it's novelty. We're gonna move on to the Daikichi wheat crackers.
Yummy.
I liked these. And EJ, actually, there is fish in these.
Yeah, but you can't taste it. I don't care if there's fish in it. I like fish when it doesn't
There's
taste fishy.
fish sauce, but I think
I'm
that's
fine
what
with
gives
that.
it its like addictive
Yeah.
nature. It's like a bar snack, like Mike said. I would give this a 7.6.
It was probably
That's
the
what I would
most forgettable thing that I've ever eaten.
I
Really?
disagree, and I want to say this for the record. I don't hate fish. I just don't like fishy fish. Okay? So I don't mind like good fish that taste like not fish.
So, ladies, watch out.
Damn.
You're funny. So funny, Nate. The
We're leaving.
Oh God. Oh wait, what was third? It was the those guys.
I
Let me
didn't
see.
get my rating on those. I thought those were a good.
Oh, yeah.
I have
7.
something to say too.
All right, the 7.
I like 'em.
Sorry, keep it going. Let's keep it going. What do you think about the Daikichi wheat crackers, Megan?
Aaron and I thought that they would be good on a salad.
Yes,
I can see that.
I can see
Thought
that.
they would be good on a salad. So
It would be
boom.
good on a salad.
Yeah,
Open your mind up
like
with-
an Asian
with the
edamame,
Daikichi.
some
things.
cucumber.
I like
So even a regular salad.
I like the taste of them, but I agree with Mike that they were kind of forgettable. So like I'd give it a 6.5.
Unforgettable.
That's not how these will stay.
Oh, the third. Okay, and then the one after that. Sorry, the salted egg rice krispies. I don't know. I don't know what they're called because they didn't have English on them. Those were actually good.
I like them.
I didn't like them as much as the ones we just rated. I would give it a 6.6.
I personally love these. That's why I have one in my hand right now. I would give it an 8. An 8.
I'm going to give it a 4 for the simple fact that it just fell apart and I have a whole bunch of dust over here. It was hard to get out of the
It tasted
package.
like fish food. I'd give it like a 3.
I agree with Kai. I think it's like an 8.
Thank you.
It's so
I
interesting
agree
to
with
see
you,
what
yeah.
where our palates are because they're all different.
It was
And
messy.
Yeah, messy. I didn't
It
like
was
it because it was
messy.
messy. It's all over me.
Natalie says cool story, Nate. I don't know what she's talking about, but I always tell cool stories.
About to have
so.
another one.
About to get dust all
I had
over
to
you.
use those special martial arts hands to get it out of the
Cheers to
packaging.
the dust.
Yeah, you needed to use your
Years
knife
of
to check
training.
it out.
Getting it out of the packaging.
Then we had the Piatos. I don't know where they ended up over there somewhere.
Oh,
I
they're
think
right here. I'm
EJ
gonna show
has
them.
them.
Here you go.
You show them. We had the Piatos, sour cream and onion. I thought those were more forgettable than the wheat crackers, but I know Mike liked them better.
I thought they were
But
pretty
Wait,
good.
what about the cheese rings?
oh yeah,
We haven't got there yet. We got to rate these
Those
first.
were probably my favorite.
yeah, we got the Piatos though. I would give those like a 6.2 or something.
with
Six.
Yeah.
I'd say 6.5 just because.
Yeah. That's
They're not
where
bad.
What would you give them, Mike?
I mean, I think that's like better than any other sour cream and onion chip I've ever had.
Nah, I don't know.
That's a big
It's
claim.
a big claim.
I mean, everybody's got their own taste. I just don't like the smell of the bags. That immediately.
No, the bag-
I don't even
stinks.
smell like. I bet if I opened like Doritos, it would smell weird.
I don't
No.
think so. No,
It
not like
It smells
this.
like Doritos. Jack and Jill has the guy that farts into the bag. Oh, wait. Don't let that shipment go out.
Seal it up, boys. You know.
Seal it up. Get it out of here.
Oh my God, you guys, we have the most people watching us right now
Wonderful.
than I've ever been
What's up,
watching.
everybody?
What's up, everyone?
We love you
Thanks
guys.
for joining us for Nate Snack
We're
Snack
in the
Time.
corner.
All right. Oh yeah, we've got the cheese rings,
Right here.
which were by Regent, of
All right.
a Filipino company, and Regent does not have the fart guy at their factory.
He used to work there.
I think he got
they
he got
the
canned.
rehired.
Look at that. They got the anime girl in the back and everything. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like
gonna show
the
that again?
packaging. Kai, show the packaging again.
So
Sorry.
they got Cheese Ring Chan on the back right there.
Yeah.
It's cosplay.
Yeah. Oh my God. That would be so sick. And you
And
could
just,
Megan
just
right
buy a bunch of bags of those and hand them out to people. There was another bag that had her on the front, I think. And
Oh yeah.
Will you be cheese ring coon to my cheese ring man, Chan?
yeah, you like put the cheese ring on his finger.
Your cheese ring Chan man.
You get down on one knee. Will you be my cheese ring
He'll
coon?
just dress up as the cheese ring.
Oh my God, yes. I love this.
I like those. I think they're a good snack for like when you're watching a movie or something. I don't know, just sitting on the couch, just have a napkin ready because they're like they'll stain your fingers like Cheetos, but they're kind of sweet, and I like that. That's what kind of makes them a little different.
They're
and
very unique.
I would give them an 8.2.
Whoa,
I know.
Nice. I would give it, I would say a 7.5. It is unique. It's not like eating a normal cheese puff, because that's when I got them. I was like, man, it's going to just be like a ring cheese puff. But that sweetness really makes it kind of taste like an onion ring with a little bit of like the cheese flavoring. So it's pretty good.
I think I could eat a whole bag to myself of that,
I
and
almost did.
that makes me put it up
Devoured
into the
I
8.
loved it.
Yeah, let's say like a 7.
Like
Good
I
7.
would give it an 8.7.
9.
Nice. I love it.
Give it like a 5 point.
What a hater.
Yeah, Mike's a snack hater.
Hater,
Good, more
Mike.
for me.
I give it like a 1.7, and that's gracious.
Pay me later.
And then he'll eat it all later.
Cheese ring, like I barely know her. I'm gonna give her a cheese ring now. Okay, this is
We're
getting
leaving
off
again.
the rails.
All right, what?
I think
and-
that would be a good snack to bring into bed too. The cheese
Oh
ring.
no!
That it seemed wide enough. Let's just put it that way. But we're gonna go with
Yeah, it's really small there.
the Nova multigrain snacks.
Right, like Sun Chips.
country cheddar. They were like Sun Chips.
Man.
They were by Jack and Jill. I have to take 2 points off for fart smell, but
2 points off for unoriginality.
yeah, and 2 points off for originality.
That automatically brings it down to a
Fart
6.
originality.
These are like a 5.3 to me.
Yeah.
Like I would do it. I would
light
eat them
for me.
again, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to get them. Sorry.
Tasted like cardboard to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the cheese flavor on those too, though. I think the cheese
I would-
flavor was good.
I'd give
I don't even remember them.
I give it a 4 because they're like great.
Yeah.
They're like great value Sun Chips. Like
Yeah.
Well,
I honestly think I might have jumped the gun on this one, but I'm closer to a 4 range too. I
Oh,
feel
so
like
he's
now that you
he's
said it.
editing himself.
I don't know. I didn't really like him that much. I didn't like him a lot. So, what'd you think, Mike?
I thought that they were yummy. I thought that they were like Sun Chips, and I don't really love Sun Chips. And
I like going against the grain of everybody, so I give him an 8.
That's my MO. That's my Mike.
I love
MO.
it.
So no, seriously, Mike, what would you give him?
Probably like a 6.1. I mean,
Cool.
it wasn't
See,
bad. Like
that
I'm not
kinda
gonna say it was
validates my score a little
bad,
more.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't-
It's
So
like-
now Nate's score is back up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not changing my score.
The
It's
freaking
still-
score pressure going on in here.
It's hard to do a score. It is because you're kind of going from the gut, and you're kind of telling people what you like.
Don't we have one more?
We have one more.
EJ's
So
favorite.
I'd give it a 10.
EJ's favorite squid seafood snack by Bento. I honestly, y'all are gonna hate me, but I score these pretty high. I score these in the 7 range because I think they're spicy. They pack a lot of flavor if you like this kind of thing, and they're probably not that bad for you. They barely have any calories, so
They wouldn't have any calories for me. I would just open up the bag and put in the trash.
in the toilet.
They'd have
Straight-
minus
straight to
calories.
the
I don't even know if
toilet.
I'd do that to the toilet.
Yeah. And then your
That's how much I
toilet would
don't
smell
like it.
like squid.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
No.
But I feel like this is something that you don't eat before your first date,
Exactly.
but you are at
Or your
home
second or
alone
third.
and you're high and you're watching
It's lingering.
you're watching something, you're high and you're like, what do I need to snack on? And
Not that.
I would eat it. I would snack on this.
The only thing I can
7
say, the only
point-
thing I even liked about it was its spiciness, because I love spicy stuff.
7.2 is my score
I
on
just
that.
don't like
I
spicy
would
fish
give it.
stuff.
I don't mind it because I grew up on eating like cuttlefish snacks and
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
But like a 6 because I like the spiciness, I like the boldness, but I can't see myself going out to buy it.
I think they'd be good on a salad too.
If you want to ruin the salad. Gross.
What did you think, Mike?
I thought that they were terrible. I'd never go for it. I'd never eat it again. I, don't really like it at all. So
Yeah, they suck.
Dang, guys. Well, you heard
Actually,
it.
I hope that the plant closes and everybody loses their job.
Damn.
And you
How
know
much I
what?
don't
There's
like it.
way more where this came from because I found the best section of the Asian market where this is child's play. in that section. There are some things in that section I look at it and I have to get somebody from the store to tell me what it is. It looks so weird.
The best ones
Oh,
to bring
that's
on the
squid
show.
turds.
Yeah.
We really like eating squid turds. Ate them as a kid. I grew up on squid turds, and I tell you what, Cheetos ain't got nothing on squid turds.
Very affordable squid turds. You know, I mean, we're starting to live in a time
We're gonna have to use squid
where
turds.
we're gonna have to use squid
Or I'm gonna eat
turds.
those Oreos in the other room.
Yeah, but I mean, like gas prices are going up, and squid prices are going down, like way down. And
Haven't they always been down?
this is all because of the Biden administration. He's a pro squid, pro quo. You know.
Oh Lord. Terrible.
All right, we're ready to get into some music, guys.
Terribleness.
We're leaving.
On that note,
Can't put that on anybody.
Goodbye.
this is Biden Squid.
Thank you for
Squid
joining
America.
Oh gosh. Yeah, give me
Squid America.
We'll switch it over here, Nate.
Squid
Yeah.
America. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you guys know that all that stuff I said about squids, I meant. And we're gonna see out Megan and Aaron. Thank you for being our
Thank
guest
you.
Bye, guys.
tasters.
Thank you.
We really want your opinion on what you just saw. Let us know if it was awful or awesome.
Would you eat the squid snacks? Anybody out there? Don't lie to me. I know when you're lying.
I love how Natalie got into the chat and then just immediately got sassy as shit.
Sassy.
Like, and that is just so her. That is just so her. She's already.
She's like, it's about me now.
Yeah.
And how much I don't like Nate.
How would you rate Nate Snack Attack, guys? Rate the program in the chat.
Guys,
Give us
if you're just joining us, we are coming straight from Starfire Studios. We apparently have more viewers than we've ever had before in Twitch, so thank you guys for joining us. If you guys haven't done it already, go to our Facebook fan club
Talk
page.
closer.
Facebook fan club page. That's where you can actually request things, like if you want us to react to a song on Galaxy Jam Reacts. That's where you would do it. And if you have any weird snacks you want Nate to pick up and us to try and hopefully be extra fishy, send it over our way. We're going to go ahead and start into the jam. And lastly, if you guys haven't joined us on TikTok yet, we're trying to get our 1,000 followers on there, so it will activate our streaming capabilities. So join us and enjoy the jams. Yeah, I'm thinking chill. right.
All right. We love it. We love it.
Natalie Rose said 10 out of 10 is fun and entertaining. Thank you so much. Pierce Clayton, good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, it is true. We do need more viewers all the time to witness these jams and snacks.
So send your friends and spread the
your friends,
word.
Please do.
Bring
Guys,
them
we
all.
grow every single time that we stream. It's like a new number every time, so thanks for showing
Yeah,
up.
this has been the most successful stream so far, and we really, really appreciate all of you guys watching. If you're just tuning in, this is Galaxy Jams. We're so excited to be here, and you can catch us every Tuesday at 8 o'clock and every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're so happy to be here. And so, EJ,
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about television.
Oh, TV.
Okay. So, EJ, sometimes like I watch TV and like I feel so guilty about the whole time that I'm watching it, but like I literally just can't stop. It's like Jerry Springer, right? It's like people like they watch it and they feel guilty, or like Maury, right? I mean, like if someone
Guilty.
told you the show, if they were like, you're literally gonna find out whether someone's the father or not. It sounds kind of like sad, cringe,
Trash.
but when you watch it, it's like irresistible.
Guilty
No.
pleasures,
They
huh?
hooked you, man.
Yeah.
Not mine. That's not mine.
Wait,
bro.
are you saying Jerry Springer is yours? That was it?
No.
Is that
Mine.
even on
I think I know
anymore?
Mike's, but go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, mine is this awesome show called The Circle.
Yup, I knew
I don't
it.
know if
Oh.
you guys have ever heard of The Circle. So
I showed you that show.
I know, it's amazing. So for those of you who are watching and don't know what The Circle is, it's essentially a Netflix series that's also in other languages. So pretty much there's a group of, it's like Survivor, where like every it's a group of people and every week someone gets voted off. But essentially it's these people that's isolated in these apartment studios, right, where they're being filmed 24/7. And the only way these people can communicate is on like a version of Facebook. So every chat and and so the thing is people make profiles and it's like they can be someone different. So some people are who they say they are, and some people are like totally different. Like someone's like,
They're
oh, I'm, like,
catfishing.
yeah, someone's like, I'm a hot blonde, but really they're like this old guy. You know what I mean? And everyone's trying to be nice to each other and be on everyone's good side. And so have you ever? This is the feeling. Have you ever like been in a fight with someone or something like that, right? And then like you make a Facebook status and then you just see like this one particular person likes that status and you're trying to like dig in to be like, what do they mean by that? What's like the deeper meaning? And you start getting all paranoid and stuff like that. I mean, am I the only one that's felt that way? Well, obviously
I think
not.
that's why you take yourself off Facebook about every 3 months.
Yeah, I go on a break for about a day or two, and it's happened for about 12 years.
Because he
You
thinks
get
that
too involved.
Yeah,
in
he
it.
thinks that random like boomers are after him. They want his Cash App.
He talked to me for like 3 months. Thought I was a guy named Randy.
Oh yeah. So anyway, it's a really amazing show because it's like they're backstabbing each other, and then like it's funny because whenever someone gets voted off, like they meet one of the people for the first time.
Oh, I love that part.
Yeah, so it's like if like two people are best friends and one of them like stabs the other one behind the back, and then they see that actually they're like not who they say they are, and they've been
Yeah.
talking to each other for like weeks.
I like the season where there was like this guy and his mom were one.
Yeah.
And like they were in this, like his mom was there with him, so it was a twofer. Like once you saw the guy, you saw his mom too. I thought that was a great one because they were like conspiring together as mother and son. It was funny.
Mike showed me that show. Mike and Megan showed me that, and I watched it with them. And they were like, "You just got to watch it. It's pure trash, but you got to watch it." And my conclusion of that show is, I feel like all the reality TV that was on in like the early 2000s, they did a study to figure out what makes them addictive, made a show about it, and then removed all the substance like that would make it deeper, and it's just pure like cocaine.
Well,
put in that
I
show.
did find
Cocaine in the membrane.
I did find a deep takeaway from some of it, like how you never know who somebody is on the other end of social media. Like that's what they're trying to say with the show. Like anybody can be anybody now, and catfish. You like, I don't know, you think they're like your best friend, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, what's your Cash App handle?
There was a French one. They did it in different languages, and one was in France. And the whole time, the winner was a guy that was making another guy fall in love with him because he's supposed to be a girl. Like literally, they were like it would show like halfway through the show, this guy's like, she's my soulmate.
Oh yeah, and they were falling in love.
Yeah, they fell in love, and he straight played him.
And he was a dude, or she was a dude.
Yeah, and then when they met, like, how embarrassing, right?
Yeah. Oh man, it was heartbreaking. And
That's
he
the game.
actually,
That's the game, though.
he actually felt bad. Remember? I don't know if and he like wanted to come clean, but it's just all about the game, And it's like Survivor meets social media, which is pretty cool. I
Hey,
liked it.
you guys, I just wanted to say that whenever I said that there was the most people watching us ever, there's now twice as many people watching us.
How many is that?
Hello, everybody.
How many is that, Mike?
20.
Whoa!
Hey,
thanks
thank you
guys
so
for
much.
showing up.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here.
Hey,
We're
let's
very
see in the
excited.
chat. We want to see what you have to say. What is your guilty pleasure? Go ahead and put that in there. We're gonna talk
Guilty
about it.
pleasure TV
Yeah,
show.
I'm going to
Yeah.
talk
Pleasure
about
TV
guilty
show.
pleasure TV show. Mine, I have one that's current, almost over with because I've been binging all the seasons, and then one that was the guiltiest of pleasures ever. And so my one that's my guilty pleasure now is Ink Master on it.
But that's
okay.
not guilty. I mean, they do a good job on there.
They do a good job, but it's pretty.
Somebody said How I Met
know.
Your Mother.
It's
I've
not-
seen that.
JCT.
That's a good show.
That's definitely guilty pleasure status, though. Like when you get into the
But-
sitcom kind of range of things.
It gets guiltier though.
Uh-oh.
It
So
gets
I was
guilty.
I was made fun of by V, my girlfriend, for watching the show, but I am a sucker for post-apocalyptic shows.
I also am, though. So
Sucker.
Well-
But this is like on the lower tier of post-apocalyptic
What was
shows. It was Jeremiah, ladies and gentlemen.
I have no idea
What's
what
that?
is.
Jeremiah.
I've never even heard of it.
A generation lost, a future of hope.
It's the dude from Cosby Show.
It is Malcolm Jamal Warner, everybody.
yeah.
It's Malcolm. It has
And
a good
Sean
cast.
Astin?
Sean Astin.
MJW.
Yes.
Who's JW?
MJ Marcus Jamal Warner.
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah,
MJ
MJW.
Dubs.
Yeah, and his name in there was the funniest thing in the world. His name in there was Curdy,
Why does Sean
and
Astin?
he was just angry the whole entire time.
Why does Sean Astin look kind of like Simon Cowell in that picture?
He kind of
Like,
does.
From
He
here.
kind of does, and it's just it's escaping
It's
me. So
it's
I
a
need
no
to see
for
it.
me, dog.
Luke Perry, the famous Luke Perry is the lead. He's Jeremiah.
Oh, Luke Perry. He
So
was in
there's-
Beverly Hills
There's 3
90210.
seasons
He
of
does
this.
look like Simon Cowell. That's really funny.
There's 3 seasons of this show, and they are awfully spectacular.
like campy or like believable good.
No, to me, I enjoyed it,
Okay.
but
Is that
I'm-
Mike's mom in the chat? She said below deck. I
Below
think
Deck.
that's
What
that's
is
about the like cruise.
That sounds sexual.
It's like they do cruise vacations on these like yachts and
Oh, and it's
the
all the
people
drama.
the staff is like
Oh, no.
screwing each other and doing weird stuff. I think I've seen it.
top tier entertainment.
Top
Yeah.
tier.
Skyland.
But anyway, Jeremiah, if you like post-apocalyptic stuff, it's like you know how people feel about the Postman.
What about him?
You never seen that?
No,
Ah.
no.
Everybody always jokes about the Postman, which is
I've
a
never
terrible
heard of that
post-apoc-
either.
It's what's his face? Who's in the Postman? I got to look it up now.
Yeah, we gotta look that up. Yeah, Skyland said hers is Love Is Blind. I don't think I know that one.
Oh
It's
my
on-
God.
it's
I
huge on
couldn't
Netflix.
I could not watch. It.
Oh yeah,
Like,
is that the one where
Why,
like
why not, Mike?
Because like
they blindfold each other? or-
it pretty much like it's like imagine pinball but like for drama, and I mean by that is like it's like literally the whole thing is like designed for people to just get pissed off at each other. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, so it's
So that's
stressful.
how- yeah, exactly. It's like
You
so
mean like
stressful.
social media in general?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
social media in
So Love
general.
Is Blind
There you go.
isn't it about like at first they talk in these pods
What
and
is
then
the
they like
Postman?
meet each other and then like they just cheat on each other.
Oh my god, yeah. That's,
I think I've seen
Trash.
something like that. What's the
The
Postman?
Postman is Kevin Costner movie. Okay.
Okay.
So there was Waterworld. Have you seen Waterworld?
I love Waterworld.
Okay.
Yeah, it's classic.
People joke about Waterworld too. They kind of give it a hard time. Postman is even worse than Waterworld. I like Waterworld.
I thought Waterworld was good. I liked
yeah,
it too.
I thought it was good, but Postman is basically he's the postman
Okay.
in apocalyptic
But he also has a
situation.
gun.
He's got to see the mail delivered. Yes, and he has a gun. He gets in fights.
So is it not good or is it good?
See, the thing is that I like anything post-apocalyptic for the most part.
So that's like a guilty pleasure movie.
It's a guilty pleasure movie to some people.
See,
I
I
tend
would
to
watch
like
it. I would try it
anything post-apocalyptic.
Nice.
Pokemon.
Polka-apocalyptic. It's the Polish apocalypse.
I think my guilty pleasure show, I don't know, is probably like Kitchen Nightmares, like with like Gordon Ramsay stuff, like where he's just pounding these people with
Oh, he just
harsh criticism.
Screaming at them.
And-
It's like, are you an idiot sandwich?
Yeah, or Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that. I like all those.
The thing about that show that I like is when he gets in somewhere where you're like, I'm never going to eat in a restaurant again ever in my lifetime because this could be
that
happening.
gross?
Oh yeah,
It
some of the
is-
places.
Like the freezers.
Is it
it's all
even
moldy.
real? I don't know.
8-Bit Boba says The Circle. That's my pick also,
Yeah,
8-Bit
that was-
Boba.
yeah.
That's
You
a
guys
good
are
one,
in the
right?
lead.
Yeah, the circle's
And
dope.
speaking of 8-Bit Boba, she actually turned me on to this show called Nailed It, and it is definitely a guilty pleasure.
Who's 8-Bit Boba?
That's Cassie.
Hey, Cassie.
So
Yeah.
Come over and watch The Circle with us soon.
I've
Oh
seen
my God,
Nailed
she
It.
would.
Nailed
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Cassie loves Nailed It because it's like it has that campy humor to it and all that. I would say the closest thing that I've watched on my own that it's not a super guilty pleasure, but it is very mainstream TV is Forged in Fire. And I actually,
I can see
actually-
Yeah.
you would like that.
Is that where they're doing metal work and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
They make swords.
Or American Pickers, if we're going in that direction.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that show in
I'm
forever.
so, or also like anything History Channel, like Pawn Stars. Like some of that is such crap, but it's so
There you
funny
go,
to
man.
watch. Yeah, Forge and Fire is cool. That's like
Yeah.
Ink Master, but with
The
blacksmith.
thing I like
yeah.
about that, don't they use like the human ballistic gel and they show
Yeah.
that what
So-
certain weapons do to the insides of the human body?
The main guy, Doug Marcaida, he's one of the like top knife fighters in the world. Also got really into forging and all that stuff. So I got turned on to that show because I was following his YouTube.
Right.
And I also am a knife fighting instructor. So I was kind of like, hey, what's he doing with this new show he keeps pushing out? And then we watched that, and it was, of course, really fun.
And it's like Colonel Sanders is a host. That's pretty sick.
He said, try my
I
chicken."
didn't know he was still alive.
I mean, someone's got to cut the chicken, you know.
Or with
with the knife.
the knife. That's what they use the swords for.
He's like, this knife's finger licking good.
The Colonel.
And then I don't know.
Do we have anybody in the chat? Did they put any more stuff?
That reminds me.
circle.
That reminds
Below
me
that.
the ballistics thing of when they did like that versus show. I can't remember what it was called.
Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah, Deadliest Warrior.
That was
show
great,
so
too.
terrible.
and it would be
It was terrible, but I loved it.
I did too.
it'd be like,
yeah.
who would win, Genghis Khan or Adolf Hitler? Let's see. And it's
Are
like,
you talking
well,
about like celebrity
Yeah.
deathmatch?
No, not celebrity.
No, it wasn't the celebrity death match.
No, it was like they took like
Deadliest
the
Warrior.
history's deadliest warrior. So they'd be like, who would win, a mafioso or a U.S. soldier from 1982?
Yeah, and the
Tommy
mafioso.
gun beats the 1911.
Yeah, that's
every day.
exactly what they would do.
Yeah, the mafioso's like, I would hit him over the head with a loaf of semolina, you know? And he like hits the ballistics thing and its head explodes and they're like,
There you
we've
go.
considered the facts.
That's it right there,
and the
right?
mafia would obviously win against the Crips.
So obviously the samurai would win, right?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, man.
No, so what is the samurai facing?
Oh wait,
here
I
is
forgot
just-
about
that's just a
Trailer
knife.
Park
They make it
Trash.
look like it's legit and it's not Hitler. It's facing some kind
Who
of
would
crusade
win?
knight or something.
Trailer Park Trash or the New York liberal? Like
Yeah. Yeah, he was in it, and he would put on like brass knuckles. Chuck Liddell.
Chuck
you know?
Liddell was
It
in it.
depends on which one made it to Twitter first.
Yeah, I missed that show. Spike TV was the shit back in the
I
day.
will say though, when they do the whole ballistic gel thing with like that, or a halberd or something like that,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I think about all those wars that people just clashed in, and what happened to those poor people out on the battlefield.
Fun fact about
Crazy.
battlefields from pretty much every culture is the number one and two wounds that you would find are not even from swords. They were from halberds and from arrows.
Yeah.
So people would just bash each other with these long ass weapons, and that's where
And
you
the
get-
maces, what they do to the human skull
Oh, yeah.
is just like
Yeah.
concave your whole entire life in.
you would die.
Just,
Cave
it's
your
crazy.
whole life in.
Concave.
Concave your whole life in.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a verb, but
Concave.
I like it.
It's you concave
Shape
someone's
your head after it's done.
Yeah, it's all concaved. It's caved in.
Yeah, but I like the one where it was like, who would win, Genghis Khan or Hitler?
Yeah.
And it's like, spoiler alert, Hitler killed himself in a bunker. More after this, you know. And it's-
Genghis Khan wins.
yeah, Genghis Khan wins. And actually, apparently Genghis Khan was the richest person of all time in the trillions.
That does not surprise me.
Little fact, but and then
he changed the carbon footprint of the entire
like every
planet.
Right.
every eighth person is like related to Genghis Khan.
He
So
made sure of it.
so I think Genghis Khan won. I'm pretty sure.
Genghis Khan was very.
He was like, "I'm
dirty.
gonna die, but y'all gonna remember me."
Yeah, that's
Who
right.
would win in a fight, Genghis Khan or Mexican food that's been left out for 4 days?
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, definitely.
Crusted over refried beans wins.
There was another show too, like called like it wasn't the Man Show, that was on Comedy Central, but back in the day on Spike TV, it was like a thousand ways to die. That one
remember
too.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
And I
shit.
used to watch that And then over the weekend, I was out of town, and the hotel TV had True TV on, and it's just like. It's like Bad Drivers, Part 17, and it's like all these comedians like doing commentary on like bullshit, and it's like a car drives by really fast, and the guy's like, "Whoa, holy smokes, what do they think they were doing?" You know, and like you're just like sitting in the hotel bed like. Who is that? A Baldwin? Like
It's Bubba Baldwin.
You know, like-
you know who Bubba Baldwin is, right? It's like Billy Baldwin.
Yeah, it's like Billy
Yeah,
Baldwin.
V and I call him Bubba Baldwin. So whenever we see him on a show, like he was on that vampire movie. It was dark. I can't remember the name of it right now. It was with George Clooney and stuff, and he gets killed in a car by a vampire, and he does
really?
like a really bad death
Yeah,
scene.
yeah,
Billy
yeah.
Baldwin.
Are you talking about that Quentin Tarantino movie?
Yeah, yeah.
God.
Why can't I think
It's not
of it?
Reservoir Dogs.
No. Come on.
no,
It's like
it's,
with Selma Hayek. She's doing
Something
the
with
dance.
dark and death.
No, it's
No,
like
that's why
the
you're throwing us
vampire-
off. It's not that. It's
So famous, man.
Yeah, it's
Looking it up,
there was
looking it
there
up.
was a show too. Guys,
Yeah.
Say it in the chat. George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino.
What is it?
From Dusk Till
From
Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, the whole death thing was throwing my brain off. But yeah, From Dusk Till Dawn. That's actually a good show, and you should check out the show if you haven't yet. It gets real psychological. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Do you guys remember the old show Future Weapons? It was like the Navy SEAL guy that was talking about all the guns that were coming
It's
out.
like
and
the
stuff.
Oh
Nazis
yeah, maybe I do
made.
remember
He was
that.
like, "My name's blah, blah, blah,
That was on the
Mackowitz."
History Channel
It was History
too.
Channel,
yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
A guy I used to work with him, and when they were in the SEAL teams, and I was like, "You know Mackowitz?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm on a phone call with him tomorrow about the History Channel show." And I'm
Nice.
like, "What?
Wow.
That's crazy."
It's JCT says Future Weapons was kind of neat.
yeah.
I liked it.
It is.
I
He
remember that.
remembers.
I remember that. And then they also talked about like stuff like kind of like conspiracies and stuff, right? Like different Nazi weapons
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
And I definitely enjoyed that a time or two.
Yeah.
But American Pickers is my History Channel show. I met those
like that.
guys in Nashville once.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, because I was at Acme Feed and Seed, which is like a place where they have helped decorate the place.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell it's like got all the American Picker
That's cool.
signature stuff. And I went to the store when I was there, and that was kind of cool, but it was like more like you could buy like a Matchbox for $30, you know? Like it wasn't a lot to pick from. It was like make your name out of stamps, and it's like each, yeah, and then like each stamp is only $25. It's like my name's Nathaniel. No, I'm just kidding.
JCT says, have you guys ever seen Airplane Repo?
I have not.
And Darkstar1348 says, I'm not super consistent with it, but Gold Rush is
Gold Rush.
one that I get sucked into sometimes.
Yeah, Gold
What's
Rush.
Gold Rush, Darkstar?
That's where they I've seen it. It's where
They're getting
like,
gold out of the hills.
Yeah, out of the hill, like in Canada. It's a
yeah.
Canadian show, I do believe. Another Canadian show that will suck you in is Oak Island. Do you ever watch that? That show.
Oh wait, Oak Island, where they're looking for the treasure.
Yeah, they're looking for the treasure. They never find the treasure, but they're sure looking for it. And you watch the whole thing. It's always like dum dum dum, and they play like half the previous show in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then they get to the middle, and they're like, "Are we gonna find it in the hole?" And
That's
they
so
sit there,
terrifying.
And then they
Yeah.
look down in the hole, and they have this guy like dive down in this pipe.
And the
Oh
guy's
my
like
God.
very sexual about it too. Like
No,
one of
like,
the
I'm
guys.
getting all looped
No.
up.
No, he
and ready
is.
to get in
I've
there.
seen like clips from it where he's like, "I'm gonna get all down in that hole, and you guys are gonna, like." Have you ever seen it?
I have, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but there's
went-
like a bunch of clips that they clip together that makes it look like the guy's
Oh,
like
I gotta watch
a
that.
complete perv, and it's really funny.
But yeah, so that's crazy.
They
But,
never found it though. They never found the treasure.
They found bits and stuff like this, but I don't think I got so bored of watching after like the third season. They haven't found
It's-
anything except for like a button or like a little
It's
coin.
kind of like watching that what is it? Gator? No, not Gator people. The Louisiana Gator people. Swamp people.
Swamp people, right?
It's like watching Swamp People or like the what is it? The Alaskan people.
yeah, the people
Dude,
live out in
someone
the
just
middle.
sent
Yeah.
us a Happy Tree Friends link.
Oh, cool.
That's
literally-
definitely
Hot
weird.
Coker 49 just came out of nowhere, put a YouTube link, and I just saw it, and it's Happy Tree Friends.
Oh, nice.
From, like,
You should send me a
back in
link.
Do you know what that is, EJ?
No, I don't.
It's essentially like cartoon gore and violence.
Yeah, from back in the day.
It's
Oh,
pretty-
nice.
it's
I
it's
like
a
this
flash-
drama that's happening in our chat. Like somebody said, I'm with Cassie right now, and she basically said that she wishes failure on you guys.
Dang,
Big
Cassie.
face. And then Cassie says, okay, I said I enjoyed being the only follower when they first started out. Please, context is importante. Which I think is kind of cute, you know? It's like she was there first. She's trying to claim her stake.
Hey.
Cassie is very competitive like that.
We love you, Cassie. That's not going to change.
I have a question for Hot Cocoa, and it's JCT. And my question is, have you guys ever seen Retarded Animal Babies? That's like a thing on Newgrounds that was like in the same type of. It was like Happy Tree Friends and Retarded Animal Babies. It was a whole thing.
I never knew about the other one.
Oh God, I'm gonna show it to you. It's gonna be it's like the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
When
Like,
I
you
was a
feel
kid,
stupid.
though, real guilty pleasure. Like your parents go to sleep, everybody thinks you're asleep. You sneak down to the family TV. You turn it on and put it on HBO, which somehow we got, and
Right.
my parents didn't know we had it or something. And all of a sudden, Real Sex is on. You remember that show?
Yeah. Real sex, right?
And then it was like I saw the weirdest shit as a kid. I was like, oh, I guess people like to role play as horses. What is going on? You know, and they're like riding each other on these leather like I don't know, with
Nate
leather straps
Sachs.
and stuff. And I'm like, and it's like, check out this German chick who makes dildos out of vegetables. You know?
Right.
Is that the show where they had the guy that was like sexually attracted to his car or something like that?
No, that's later. That's like
No,
on
that's-
TLC.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
TLC.
like
yeah.
weird sex.
Weird Sex, I think is what it was called.
But
yeah.
no,
Oh
this
my
is
God.
Real Sex, which
Yeah,
was
no,
like
they always had like a swingers group, and
Yeah.
everybody in it was like probably about like 60 years old, kind of lanky,
or it'd be like
and real tan.
Meet Midnight, Atlanta's tallest stripper. You
Right,
know, like, and
right.
it would be like a whole thing
Like
on
it's
her.
supposed to be
you
like
know?
a serious documentary and stuff on it and stuff, or it was.
And they would
bizarre.
talk to people on the street, and they'd be like, "What was your first time like?" And the girl would be like, "It sucked." And her boyfriend standing next to her like, "What the fuck, bitch?" You know. And so like that. And I was like a kid, like, and I would like hear something upstairs and like change it to Cartoon Network really fast. you know?
That's all I'm doing.
Did any of you guys watch like that weird?
Why are you sweating, son?
Oh, like the green, like the porn on like the channel 73, and it was like all green and like weird, and because it's like it didn't.
Oh, you're
come in
trying to
right.
tune in the cable
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was green. You like saw the
Saw, like,
outline,
an outline
of
of a booby.
a boob and a nipple, and you and your best friend
Yeah.
are like, "What's happening in our
Yeah.
pants?"
We've crossed the mountain.
Real quick, here's what Mike was talking about earlier. Retarded animal babies.
Yeah, they made that into a deep.
Definitely a
Oh.
time. Definitely a product of
Definitely
its time.
Definitely a time. That's for sure.
I need it on Blu-ray. I need that.
I need it on Laserdisc.
Laser
Yeah.
Laser, this thing's weighed like 8 pounds.
Yeah, it was
Actually,
huge.
at the Antique Mall in Virginia Beach, our friend Rusty works there, and he comes across all sorts of Laserdisc all the time, and they have tons of Laserdisc of like anime, and this one store in there, I thought it was a record, but it was a Chuck Norris movie, and it's on Laserdisc, and I'm like, I kind of need that, but then I need to buy a Laserdisc, like, you know.
I remember
machine.
when my friend's dad showed me a Laserdisc back in the 90s, and he was like, it's like the best thing ever. And I just remember them being huge.
I think if you have a home theater and you have a Laserdisc player, it has a quality to it that really, like, you know, projects well. Like if you're using a projector and a Laserdisc set up, like it has a certain quality to it that was way better a long time ago. But now we have Blu-ray and,
Oh yeah, it's crap compared to
you know, like
how it is now.
But I'm not a huge fan of how everything's super HD now.
Right.
Like it makes me feel like if I have a really nice TV with HD and everything's super HD, I feel like I'm in the room, like every show is like The Office
Right.
or something. And I'm watching like Full House and they like remastered it, and I feel like I'm in the room.
The lighting's really weird because
With Joey.
it's not the right lighting for HD, right? So back in the day, say you're watching Seinfeld or something, you're
Yeah.
watching on regular TV, and then you watch it on like a really high def HD TV, even like a 3D TV.
It looks like the walls are about to fall down.
It just
you know?
looks like you're looking at the worst lighting job ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this like community theater Seinfeld?
Right. I mean, I don't know. Seinfeld HD, it's a little bit rough because George Costanza in the episode where he has shrinkage.
Right. It's the water. It's the pool.
Yeah, it's the pool, and I always feel for him in that episode. And when it's HD, I'm sobbing Like, it just makes me cry myself to sleep.
Well, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Galaxy Jams. We're live from the Starfire Studios. My name's Mike Mahgerefteh. We got Mr. EJ Toudt on the bass, Mr. Kai Tomas on the keyboard, and Mr. Nate Sachs on the guitar and the snacks. We're so happy that you get to be here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be also going live Sunday at 3:30 and playing, reacting and reviewing to hand-picked and fan-picked music. So if you guys have any music you want us to check out from your favorite artists and stuff like that, definitely let us know. We got one more awesome raging jam to finish this program, and so we hope that you guys can stay and check it out and jam out with us. Thanks again for watching. Let's get it. I got like a fast.
All right.
My headphones kept slipping off there.
That was
Oh my
awesome.
God, that was so much fun.
What do we got in the chat?
Nothing.
I'm so
We
sad.
have nothing.
We want to thank you guys so much for watching us. Everything that you just heard was made up on the spot and will be available. We will be releasing it soon. Be sure to go on our Facebook and our Bandcamp and our YouTube and our Twitch. Also, be sure to follow us. We're making a huge amount of content all the time.
All
literally.
the time.
All the time.
So this is our 8th episode, and things keep getting exponentially better. We want to thank every single one of you for watching us. I also want to thank every guy in this room for putting in such hard work, because not only is it hard work to do the performance that you just heard, but there's a ton of work that goes in on the back end to make sure that this channel looks, feels, and sounds absolutely spectacular. So I just want to thank each of the 3 guys in this room here for doing this. I remember when this was just an idea in my head, and now we're making it a reality. We're so happy to be here. Be sure to tune in 3:30 p.m. on Sunday. We're going to be listening to some great hand-picked and fan-picked music. And if you have anything that you want us to listen to, be sure to put it in the chat or just send us a message. And also check out our fan club. If you go onto our Facebook and either look on our Facebook page or type in Galaxy Jams Fan Club, it'll come up and you can get special previews of the artwork from our albums and exclusive music and different things like that. We're going to be giving out a ton of fun stuff to our fan club. We just want to thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time on Galaxy Jams. Woo!